Welcome to the Weekly Bat.
Welcome to the Weekly Bat for the week of February the 28th, 2020. Kicking off this week with a bit of Brave news reported by CNET. Brave browser partners with Wayback Machine to fight 404 errors. Here's an excerpt from the article. Getting a 404 page not found error message is one of the most frustrating experiences of browsing the internet. You find a site through a search or a link on a website, and when you get there, it's gone. In a new update, the Brave browser has teamed up with the Internet Archive's Wayback Machine to help make such an annoyance a thing of the past. Up next, Mulks, Director of Business Development at Brave, was on the Tatiana Show with Bobby Lee and Sasha Hodder. Here's the episode description. Tatiana interviews Luke and Bobby Lee at the North American Bitcoin Conference. Luke Mulks is Business Development Director at Brave, an internet browser that promises privacy and security for its users. Anything that may try to track you on other browsers and collect your data without your awareness is blocked by default. Along with this, third-party ad blocking and tracking protection are integrated into the browser as well. Brave has created a new way to monetize the internet and has implemented use of their basic attention token for software users. Next, Brave was explicitly mentioned in a new novel called Good Girls Lie by New York Times bestselling author J.T. Ellison. J.T. Ellison's pulse-pounding new psychological thriller examines the tenuous bonds of friendship, the power of lies, and the desperate lengths people will go to in order to protect their secrets. Good Girls Lie is available on Audible for anyone who wants to listen and hear the Brave shout out for themselves. Brave Creator Spotlight in partnership with Everipedia. The first featured creator of the week is James Hoffman on YouTube. Coffee lovers rejoice! James Hoffman is an entrepreneur, author, self-taught filmmaker, and YouTuber known for his videos all about coffee. Channel description. Hi, my name is James, and I mostly make videos about anything and everything to do with coffee, occasionally food, and sometimes business and entrepreneurship, but really it is mostly all about coffee. I do how-tos, guides, reviews, vlogs, video essays, and mini documentary films. I'm a self-taught filmmaker, and I love creating on YouTube. In the real world, I've started a few companies, I wrote the Atlas of Coffee, and I do a little advisory work for startups too. Links to James's YouTube channel and Everipedia entry can of course be found in the Weekly Bat blog post. The next featured creator of the week is Fly with Haifa on YouTube. Haifa is a travel blogger from the Middle East known for her travel vlogs, which she records in both Arabic and English. Channel description. Traveling and cross-culture relations is my passion. I believe that there are no limits to dreams, and to take that theory to test, I decided to quit my job and follow them. You can get to Haifa's channel and Everipedia entry through the Weekly Bat blog post. Client updates. This week, the dev channel progressed to version 1.6.51, the beta channel progressed to version 1.5.102, and the release channel progressed to version 1.4.95. Brave team tweets. Sometimes we learn fun things by accident. Earlier this week, Brave Samson tweeted, I just accidentally learned that if you type a search string into the address bar, hold shift and press enter, you'll get a new window with the search results. And now you all know it as well. So, Brave was mentioned by the IAB as being the least cooperative, quote unquote, with users' data. We'll take it. Johnny Ryan tweets, Academic study of browser privacy gives Brave gold, echoing the tracking industry IAB's quote-unquote least cooperative award. Business Insider's Aaron Holmes has the story, and he links to the story. Link in the Weekly Bat blog post. Bat and Brave in the news. There was lots of coverage on the Wayback Machine news this week, but here's one particular piece from The Verge. Brave browser now automatically points to Wayback Machine on 404. The Brave web browser can now automatically detect when a web page is unavailable and will offer to search the Wayback Machine for a backup, the Internet Archive has announced. Although the 404 error code is the most well-known, the announcement notes that the feature also works for 408, 410, 451, 500, 502, 503, 504, etc. This next piece is from GHacks. Study finds Brave to be the most private browser. Are you concerned about your web browser sending data back to the company that created it? A new study, Web Browser Privacy, What Do Browsers Say When They Phone Home, looked at the 6 popular desktop browsers: Google Chrome, Mozilla Firefox, Microsoft Edge, which is Chromium-based, Apple Safari, Brave, and Yandex, to uncover what these browsers send back to the mothership. If you just want the result, the study found that just out of the box, Brave is, quote-unquote, by far the most private of the browsers studied, followed then by Chrome, Firefox, and Safari. Brave is the only web browser that did not use identifiers that allowed tracking of the IP address over time and did not share details of web pages visited to backend servers. News you should know. This piece is by CPO magazine. Facial recognition surveillance technology should be suspended in the US, says coalition of 40 privacy free speech groups. Facial recognition surveillance technology is a hot-button issue that pulls together several major social concerns: privacy, profiling, authoritarianism, and free expression. As both camera hardware and facial recognition software technologies advance to the point that a person can be added to a database and then located in a crowd in under 10 minutes, serious questions emerge about the net social value of their use. Concerns over the potential for abuse have driven all of this, and that is also what has motivated 40 groups headed by the Electric Privacy Information Center, or EPIC, to draft a letter recommending that federal agencies suspend the use of facial recognition surveillance systems altogether. TED 2019, Why You Should Get Paid for Your Data, by Jennifer Zhu Scott. The world's most valuable tech companies profit from the data you generate, so why aren't you getting paid for it? In this eye-opening talk, entrepreneur and technologist Jennifer Zhu Scott makes the case for private data ownership, which would empower you to donate, destroy, or sell your data as you see fit, and shows how this growing movement could put power and cash back into the hands of the people. Roaring fans. David Leonard from Twitter says, I use Brave every day and love it. Plus, it's super fast. On Reddit, a user writes, FreeCodeCamp.org has cashed out $2,000 in BAT tips. Pretty awesome to see adoption growing. On a mass scale, this could be a huge revenue stream. As always, links to the tweets, articles, and news stories we cover can be found in the weekly BAT blog posts, so please be sure to check it out. Thank you for listening. If you like these podcasts, be sure to follow or subscribe to stay up to date with the BAT community.